everybody, SG here, and today I am reading The Reluctant Dragon, based on the story by Kenneth Grahame, illustrated by Fred Blunt. The Reluctant Dragon. The Reluctant Dragon. One evening long ago, a shepherd ran home, terrified. "I saw something terrible," he cried to his wife and son. It's as big as 4 horses. And if you look closely, the son is reading a book about fairy tales. It has long, sharp claws, a long, pointy tail, and shiny blue scales all over its body. His son looked up from his book. "That sounds like a dragon," he said. "A dragon?" yelped his wife. "A dragon?" said the shepherd. "That does not sound good." The boy wasn't scared. The next day he set off up the hill to find the dragon. "Bye, don't worry. He might be friendly," thought the boy. The dragon was friendly, and he was thrilled to see the boy. It's beautiful here, but it does get lonely." The boy smiled. He sat down and asked the dragons all kinds of questions. The dragon told stories of long, long ago. The dragons were there were dangerous dragons everywhere, and brave knights fought them to rescue princesses. The boy came back every day to hear the stories. But then the villagers found out about the dragon. They were terrified. "Slay the dragon! Ban the dragon! Banish the dragons! Slay the dragon! Slay the dragon! Banish the dragon!" The boy ran straight to the dragon. "The villagers want to get rid of you," he panted, "but I wouldn't hurt a fly." That afternoon, the boy heard even worse news. "He's here!" "Who's here?" "St. George the Dragon Killer. He's going to fight the dragon." The boy rushed back to the dragon. "St. George the Dragon Killer wants to fight you," gasped the boy. "And he has the longest spear I've ever seen. But I don't like fighting." "I'll just hide in my cave and kill until he goes away," said the dragon. "You can't," cried the boy. "Everyone wants a fight." The dragon yawned. "I'm sure you'll think of something," he said. "Sounds like me, that dragon's also lazy." The boy walked slowly back down to the village. "He eats 10 sheep for breakfast. He burned down 5 houses." The crowd of villagers was telling St. George about the dangerous dragon. "It's not true," said the boy. "The dragon wouldn't hurt a fly." "But everyone wants a fight," said George. "What can I do?" "Follow me," said the boy, and he took George to meet the dragon. "What a perfect place for a fight," said George. "No fighting," said the dragon firmly. "Not even a pretend fight?" asked the boy. "Maybe," said the dragon. I think the dragon's gonna do a stunt fight. The boy turned to George. Do you promise not to hurt him? Well, it has to look real, said George. Will there be a feast afterwards? Asked the dragon. There will, and you can come, promised George. The next morning, lots of villagers arrived to watch the fight. The boy waited nervously by the dragon's cave. They cheered and waved when St. George rode into view. But where was the dragon? A roar echoed around the hills. Then a roar echoed around the hills. Flames filled the air. Everyone gasped as the dragon appeared, his scales sparkling as he breathed out fire. Charge! cried George. He galloped hard, his spear held high. The dragon bounded up, and they shot right past each other. Missed! Yelled the crowd. George and the dragon turned around and charged again. This time there was no way they could miss. Clatter, bang, oof! The dragon slumped down to the ground. George towered over him. Cut off his head! I think the dragon has learned his lesson, George declared. Let's invite him to our feast. And he led the villagers and the boy and the dragon back down the hill. Almost done. The boy was happy because his plan worked. The villagers were happy because they'd seen a fight. George was happy because he'd won. The dragon was happy as all. He had lots of new friends and a very full stomach. What a night it's been, he murmured. He began to snore. How will I get home? Said the boy. I'll help, said George. He gave the dragon a prod. And they set off the hill, arm in arm, the saint, the dragon, and the boy. The end. About this story. The Reluctant Dragon was first published over 100 years ago. The author, Kenneth Grahame, also wrote the famous children's story, The Wind in the Willows. The end. I hope you liked this story. And before you go, subscribe. Have a good day and bye.